This story began in India when a young, handsome boy from the pink city of Jaipur went all the way to a little village of Batala and fell in love with the prettiest girl in town. Now, all Kamal had to do was gaze lovingly into Sunita's eyes and sing, Jalte hain jiske liye तेरी आँखों के दिए ढूंढ लाया हूँ for mum to say yes I do and the wedding bells rang. And after 2 peaceful lovey-dovey fun-filled years came a thunderous moment that changed their lives forever. This was the entry of the hero of our story. Welcome to the world, Ashish. Well, as a baby, Ashish was one curious baby. Now, seriously curious. I mean, who else would pick up their own poo and eat it to check what it tastes like? He did do that indeed. And as Ashish grew up, he was one seriously curious child as well. I mean, who else would smoke his great-granddad's hookah at the age of 5 just to check what the tobacco deal is all about? I'm not joking. Anyway, while Ashish was busy eating Jaiji's biscuits and smoking Papaji's hookah, Dad and Mum were busy gazing into each other's eyes one more time, and there strikes another thunder. Welcome, beautiful Ujjwala, to this beautiful world. Poor her! She doesn't really know what's coming ahead, with her dear brother scheming of innovative ways to get her into trouble. School for Ashish was really special, especially the pretty biology teachers, only he'd rather study lavology instead. Friendship meant the world for Ashish. His friends were everything to him. They still are. Ashish was a sensitive, emotional, and caring friend. With the intelligence of a supercomputer, the sheer love of experimenting things, and passionate rebellion against theoretical studies turned Ashish into a non-compliant school student. Thus, it was a 6 on 10 in exams. Little did people know that a 6 on 10 average student is going to prove them so very wrong someday. Guess what, Mrs. P.N. Kavuri, your 6 on 10 student is a 11 by 10 star performer today. Absolutely. 11 on 10 performer, dad, husband, son, brother, friend, and of course, an 11 on 10 human being in all aspects of life. As Ashish was such a whiz at defeating dragons by banging the arrow keys on the keyboard at super speed, Mum decided to make him a computer software engineer. And as destiny would have it, Ashish got admission at JNEC Aurangabad. Here I come, Aurangabad. College was newfound freedom for Ashish. He was amazing. Did he have some guts or what? Throwing chalks at teachers from the back bench, broadcasting interesting messages to the entire computer lab, all need skills, you know. One that Ashish had. While a computer genius was busy reading the artificial intelligence chapter, little did he know that someone up there was writing his own love chapter. Everything changed for Ashish when the most gorgeous young maiden, Akanksha, entered his life. This match was perfect. Akanksha short, Ashish tall. Akanksha the rule follower, Ashish the rule breaker. Akanksha topper, Ashish backbencher. Akanksha loving the sun's light, Ashish loving the rain. All in all, simply perfect. You get the point, don't you? It was inevitable. They were meant to be. Alas, if ever love was that simple. Ashish was torn between emotions and expectations. On one side, it was Akanksha. Say you love me, Ashu. Say you're serious about me. On the other side were Mum and Dad. Focus on studies better. Make us proud, son. And of course, on the third bright side were loyal and true friends. Just have a pint and chill, man. Maro suta, dil jo toota. No marks for guessing which side Ashish went. And of course, while the topper Akanksha topped and went her way, Ashish ended up emotional, drunk, and flunk. 6 months passed, the enthusiastic young engineer returned to Delhi, ready to conquer the world. After having different jobs for a year, Ashish got a breakthrough, a job offer which took him to the UK. While Ashish was busy preparing to go live in the beautiful Bournemouth, something was missing. One part of his heart ached. It ached a lot, because he was saying goodbye to the love of his life. You know, the usual illogical emotional reasoning that people in this situation normally do. Long distance relationships suck, Ashu. You'll find someone better, Akanksha. Our stars don't align. Let's part for the greater good of everyone and sacrifice our love. Bournemouth. New life, new challenges, new achievements. Ashish simply thrived. And soon this careless, easygoing guy transitioned into a charismatic, confident, and one hell of a determined young man. Sadly, though, no amount of hot babes on the beach cured Ashish of Liveria. In fact, being away made it even worse. It was time for action. History was written on the 27th of January 2000 in Jaipur when Ashish's smiling A4 size multicolored photo vowed to belong to Akanksha forever and ever. Breaking news! First ever remote roker in the history of mankind, ladies and gentlemen. No, FaceTime didn't exist back then. Anyway, thankfully Ashish's photo stood up to its commitment until November when Ashish finally ate the Shadi ka laddu. As most of us married folk know only too well, the first year was pure heaven. Like the perfect madly in love husband, Ashish not only drank super salty dal soup and super roasted chapatis, he even complimented Akanksha for her great creativity. And 4 years later, the most beautiful thing in Ashish's life happened. He became a daddy. Gia. Oh, sweet Gia. Gia brought immense happiness, such true pleasure, and such dirty nappies that Ashish's life changed forever. He was loving the pinkness in his life. And then one fine day, while Gia was getting bored playing with teddies, she said a little prayer and asked God for a little brother. And God said, "Yes, dear. After all that pink, your dad needs a little blue too." 25th of July 2007. Super Sid enters this super world. Now Sid truly gave Ashish the supreme joy of bonding. And of course, an opportunity to stay awake all nights and all days. 24 hours and 365 days. Ashish was indeed the super dad. Amongst being busy, Ashish magically made the time to do what was important, remain connected, and be there for friends when they needed him. In all these years, one thing has never changed and never will: Ashish's affection and devotion for his friends. Friendliness is next to godliness. For Ashish, that's so true. You're a giver, you're a doer. You're all these things that make you so special and so you, Ashish. Happy 40th birthday, dearest Ashish. This has been your exciting journey so far. And all I want to say is keep taking the longer, harder way like you always do. Because you know what? It's also the more beautiful, scenic and exciting way. Be yourself, because we all love you just the way you are. Lovely. Now that the politically correct feedback is over, my dear, here goes the list of improvements for next 40 years. Workaholism is so not good, so please reduce it. You know, the packet does say smoking kills for a reason, so stop smoking. Diya or Bati Hum, ha 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 ha, is the best serial ever. So if you love your wife and your life, watch it. Happy birthday.